Heya! This is Pokéball35, and Happy New Year! Again! It's another time! It's the area! It's 2024 now! I can't believe that is a year that we're living in now. It's 2024, the new year of our Lord. 2023 is old, and we're in with the new. It's 2024. Happy New Year! I am here to have my yearly, recap, look back, plus future updates for the new year kind of video. I have done these every single year, and every single year I do more and more stuff, and these videos get longer and longer. So, I like to talk, so I don't know how this is going to go, but we are here, and I cannot believe it is 2024 now, and we will now look back at 2023, because I like to talk about all the stuff that I did throughout the year, in terms of, all the videos and things, look back at all the other Let's Plays that we've done. Later on in this video, once I'm done with that, I will be talking about my future plans for 2024. I should have a timestamp in the description if you don't want to see this massively long recap and everything I have to say, but you can also have this in the background for anything. To kick things off, this calendar is no longer a good calendar. This is the 2023 calendar. It's going all the way back. This was the official My Nintendo 2023 calendar. And it came in this little sleeve, and it had little Pikmin on the back. They knew what they were doing with having Pikmin on the back of this, because they released this calendar before Pikmin 4 was officially announced. I'm pretty sure. I believe. Actually, no, it might have been officially announced at that point, because there was the Nintendo Direct beforehand that would have had to be a 2022 thing. So never mind. We have the new calendar. The 2024 calendar. We will now be putting this out. It also has the P on the back, and the Tears of the Kingdom stage symbols and a couple other things. And I had already looked through the different things on this calendar. It comes with the same kind of stand as the old one. I'm just going to reuse the old stand since it's already set up. But we are in a wonderful new year, as it is now January, and I don't want to move Smoliv. Smoliv is too important to move. And we'll have that there. And then let me get this folded back up. So, without further ado, actually, I have the thing set up here to take a look back at the very end of 2022. Camera, there we go. Just for context, at the very end of 2022, we had just recently finished Omori, somewhere back here. We had very recently finished Omori with the beginning, or the end of Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope, and playing more Enter the Gungeon, and more Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass, and Pokemon Violet had recently released, and we were about halfway through Pokemon Violet's main story at the end of 2022. Go back another page, and I had uploaded the Christmas video, and more Pokemon Violet, and then eventually I uploaded my 2023 Happy New Year video. The first thing I had go out was Pikmin 3 True Spice, which was a Pikmin 3 mod that made the game harder. I played that several days beforehand, and then it got uploaded as my New Year's video. And we continued to go through the end game to Pokemon Violet, as well as restarting Omori. I'm wearing my Omori shirt for this video as well. We restarted Omori to play the alternate route, the Hikikomori route, which was a very, very interesting thing as we were going through the end of Pokemon Violet and the end game. And I also started Enter the Gungeon. Yes. Or, what is this? Yeah, or Exit the Gungeon. We finished Enter the Gungeon, and we started Exit the Gungeon, which was an okay game. It was a sequel to Enter the Gungeon that was like a mobile game, but it was also on Steam. I played this for 10 hours and got pretty much everything I wanted to do done in that amount of time, so I have the routes for that up. And we got to take care of, the post-game stuff, to Pokemon Violet, and we were still doing the unboxing of Isaac stuff, and all this Omori stuff here, going forward throughout January. Through the end of January, we had finished the rest of Pokemon Violet, and we were still finishing up the Hikikomori route to Omori, and also some full thoughts on those things. I said it for the Pokemon Violet DLC that we're playing now, but I still think just the base game of Pokemon Violet, it is one of the, like, most fun Pokemon experiences that I've ever had. Like, alongside Pokemon Legends Arceus, I think I like Legends Arceus more in terms of its, like, base game. But Pokemon Violet is a very, very good game being bogged down by shitty development, and that's very unfortunate that's the case, just because the environments don't look great, and the frame rate is always constantly dipping, and that sucks so badly, and I wish it was not a thing, and even after many, many patches, it is still currently a thing in the current version of the game. Omori, after finishing the Hikikomori route to Omori, Omori is still one of my favorite games of all time. I'm so happy that I got recommended this game by my friend Kobayashi. Like, I went in knowing absolutely nothing about this game to wanting to know everything about this game. Around this time as well, I should also mention, right here, I had my friend Gamma, who you might know, who I mention in some videos sometimes in some streams, and she's occasionally in chat, doesn't hang around too often. But January, outside of streaming, I had gifted Gamma Omori after I finished it. So I had bought 3 copies of Omori. My Steam copy, I bought the physical Switch copy for the second half of the playthrough, and then I also bought her a copy. And the end of January was a very, very special time, because I have been friends with Gamma since 2015-ish, since Smash 4. Like, I always keep this shirt, the Etika Red Robin shirt, in the background in every single thing that I do. It's always there. I haven't worn it in years. It's just always a decoration now. That shirt kickstarted so many things in my life, which ended up making me meet Gamma in the first place. It's just a special thing, and she's one of my best friends. And it was her birthday on January 25th, so I had actually booked a flight. I flew into Texas. It was the very first time I've been on a plane in like a decade, and also the very first time I've ever flown by myself before. So I flew to Texas. I had bought a hotel room for the both of us for a few days. And I also got to meet her parents. They were also there, but we had our own room. They had their own room. And it was fun. I was there for like 3 days, and I had recorded specifically the very first episode of How I Play Splatoon 3 to have go up while I was in Texas. Because I would not be able to have something up for that weekend, and I wanted to have something up for that weekend. So I recorded the first episode of How I Play Splatoon 3. I'm very happy to bring this series back. I still try and do it semi-occasionally. I just had the Reflux Deco video go out recently. But I do want to do more of these, especially for more upcoming seasons and going back to other weapons and stuff. I'm very happy with how that turned out. And also full thoughts on Omori still. Still one of my favorite games of all time. Around, I think it was like March, I ended up meeting a lot of Gamma's other friends that I've never met before. And I got closer to one of those friends, and then I gifted her Omori recently, and now I'm watching her play Omori. So now I've bought 4 copies of this game. I know there's been a handful of controversies related to Omocat. Please do not let the controversies related to Omocat, like, ruin your opinion of Omori. You should still play the game, even if you don't even know what I'm talking about. If you look into it, it's just public information. But still, this is one of the greatest games I've ever played, despite that. We had also played through Here Comes Nico in February, and I wanted to play Here Comes Nico because we were getting prepared to play through A Hat in Time. A Hat in Time is another one of my favorite games of all time that I first streamed for the very first time on my 20th birthday, and I was still new to streaming and doing content and stuff, and I streamed all of A Hat in Time, and I never did anything with the footage, and I don't have it anymore, and 3 years had passed since I first played it. I wanted to play through it from start to finish all the way through again, and I occasionally added some new mods and stuff. Here Comes Nico is, I believe, published by Gears for Breakfast, or something like that, because they have like a mini crossover between these games. So I wanted to play this. This is a great, cozy 3D platformer. Like, not even 3D platformer, just like, it's got platforming in it, but it's just a cute game overall. And A Hat in Time is just so charming and just so much fun to play through. So I was very happy to finally be able to play through this game again. I've done so many games this year. This is still probably one of my favorites that I did, even though it's a replay through of a game I've already played. Just seeing it all again was just a great time. What was very funny is that I had found out about Pizza Tower before, like, a couple years ago. I had watched some sort of, like, Vinny Vinesauce play through a demo of Pizza Tower, and then it kind of came back into, like, the limelight or whatever. And Pizza Tower, I believe, released on the day I went to fly into Texas. So I didn't get to play Pizza Tower until I came back. So I played through Pizza Tower, and it's a great game. I only ever played it for this long play video. Pizza Tower, I highly recommend you play because it is a fantastic Wario Land-esque game, but I never had the desire to go back through and, like, perfect every single level and find every single secret. That's not what I was playing the game for. I was playing the game to have a good time, and I had a good time. This is the only time I ever played it. It is incredible how much Pizza Tower had blown up in its popularity throughout the course of 2023. It's like ludicrously insane. We had also started Plants vs. Zombies 2 Reflourished at the end of February to kickstart another PvZ2 mod thing, and Reflourished has become probably my favorite Plants vs. Zombies 2 mod. We had completed more of A Hat in Time, and all of a sudden, randomly, at the Nintendo Direct that happened in February this year, or this past year now, they announced the Splatoon 3 DLC. One of them being the Inkopolis DLC, and it was pretty much available like a week later or something like that. And seeing all this stuff in the 3.0 update, and then they announced Side Order, which is coming out this year, and I can't wait to play that, because that's actually going to be legitimately incredible. And they also, like, surprised everyone by bringing back the Kraken as a special. They added Super Chump, and I love 96 Deco still. To this day, one of my favorite weapons in Splatoon has always been 96 Deco. Even in Splatoon 2, when it had Splashdown, it was still one of my favorite weapons. And seeing this back was incredible. And then there was a random new event in Scarlet and Violet to have a brand new episode at the beginning of March for the fact that they added 2 new Paradox Pokemon to the game, Walking Wake and Iron Leaves, to prepare everyone for the other DLC. And then we returned to Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope for the Tower of Doom, because there was a short, like, roguelike, climbing the tower, doing missions and stuff in Sparks of Hope, and that was a good time. I just did, like, a one-off for that. Here's the only volume of Pokemon Violet Shiny Hunting highlights I will ever upload, because I don't like Shiny Hunting in this game. But it's only going to be Volume 1, because I don't want to do anymore. But I'm still going to call it Volume 1. It's there. And we went through the end of A Hat in Time with the DLC worlds, the Arctic Cruise, and the Yakuza Metro. And I ended up... We gotta go back down, back over. Also, there was the big run on Inkblot Art Academy. We got to see Boris for the first time. This video is one of my more favoritist videos that I had made in 2023, because I still feel this way. This was a video where I just talk for an hour about my history of playing Splatoon, and the gambling addiction Splatoon gives you, and specifically gave me when trying to perform better and playing an X rank and stuff. Eventually, after this, I did finally hit top 500 in Splatoon 3, and now in this current season that we're in at the time of this video, they added new badges for top 500, so now I'm having to do it again. I'm trying to do it in the most healthiest mindset possible, but they actually semi-fixed how X-Rank works. I think I said something in this video that I don't know if they'd ever fix X-Rank, but they kinda did in this latest patch, because before going 3 wins, 0 losses would give like a plus 30 minimum. Now it's guaranteed plus 75, but it's the same way other way around, going 0-3 is minus 75, but at least it's consistent. There's consistency, because before sometimes I would go 3 wins, 1 loss, and it would give me like a 10. Now that's guaranteed 50. So like, it's actually playable now. But I still recommend listening to this if you want to hear my thoughts about all that stuff. And then, at the very end of A Hat in Time, something very special occurred, which is Pikmin269, the first new Pikmin playthrough on the channel this past year. Pikmin269 was a ROM hack for Pikmin 2, the third game in the Pikmin series of ROM hacks. And I am good friends with Raycor, also known as Umiblo. They kind of switched between the names. Umiblo is in this, but they also go by Raycor. They kind of just switch between the two. I had a very, very, very minor part in making this. Like a couple months prior, I was playing Splatoon 3. I'm just gonna say Ray, because I just like saying Ray. But I was playing Splatoon 3 with Ray, and they had come up with an idea of just spitballing ideas of, like, just say something for a cave, and I'll put it in the game. So, I think it's Bup Kingdom or something. It's one of the final caves in Bup's Bluff. In that game is the cave that I specifically made, I'm pretty sure. I hope I'm not forgetting that. I don't remember, it's been a while. But this was an incredible Pikmin 2 experience. It was so incredibly funny, and seeing all the custom stuff. That's my favorite thing about Pikmin 2 ROM hacks, is when there is a lot of custom things in it. I loved the models and the music and all of the collectibles in the game. I look back on this very, very fondly. We played Mr. Saitao, which is the sequel to Rockawin. Rockawin was, I believe, Let's Play number 7 or 8 on this channel. And it was a very interesting game made by Laura Shigihara, who did the voice of Sunflower in Plants vs. Zombies, and also, you know, made the music in Plants vs. Zombies, and she does a whole bunch of other stuff. Mr. Saitao was a really, really great time. Like, Rockawin was I don't want to spoil the plot, but it got very sad near the end. This is also a pretty interesting story that also got a little bit sad. I do recommend playing this yourself. It's not a very long game, and also I recommend playing Rockawin as well. And we continue with more Pikmin269 throughout March. What's really cool is that I don't know why this is that throughout, it was like June and July, a bunch of random videos on my channel got like limited ads. Specifically, right now, I can't fix this. I've already submitted an appeal. A lot of the other ones I've submitted an appeal to, like, even recently, episode 1 of another series I'll mention later got recently hit with limited ads for no reason. I didn't do anything to it, it just did. But this video of PVZ2 Reflourish is hit with limited ads. I can't fix it. I don't know why it is, but it's there. Also, April 1st came around, and we played Meme Run. That was a time. The SpongeBob thing in Reflourished was hilarious. This isn't eligible. It can't be monetized because of some music in here, some jazz. I think it was the actual freeform jazz. And then I started playing some A Hat in Time modded levels after we finished A Hat in Time. Those were some really great things that I played. I also went and saw the Super Mario Bros. Movie. That was a thing that came out in 2023, and this is my review and me talking about the Super Mario Bros. Movie. I do go into spoilers, so if you somehow haven't seen it, don't watch it, but you can listen to it anyway. Scampton the Great was a great Deltarune fan game. Really good boss fight thing there. Continuing through the end of Pikmin269 into the middle of April. We had the final Tears of the Kingdom trailer came out. Then we went back again to Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope for more Tower of Doom, because I didn't have time to upload it around then. Also, here's my Max Hazard Salmon Run video. And a whole bunch of other stuff in April. Then, mid-April, I finally bit the bullet and started Metroid Prime. I had plans to play Metroid Prime for over a year, and I knew there were rumors of a Metroid Prime trilogy HD thing coming to Switch, and I had played through in 2022 all of the 2D Metroid games in order, and then just the way those games are, they kind of make me agitated. I still enjoy them, but they kind of make me agitated. So I wanted to wait a while before I started doing Metroid Prime, and plus I was doing a whole bunch of other stuff and couldn't fit it in. So, Metroid Prime. Also, I feel like there was probably something else I should mention, but like, I don't remember what it was. We need to keep going, so I'm not talking too long. Metroid Prime, I really genuinely did enjoy my time with Metroid Prime. It's just, again, a game that agitated me. This goddamn door. This goddamn door. If you know, you know. But, oh my god, this goddamn door. More Splatoon 3 and Metroid Prime. I genuinely, again, did enjoy my time with Metroid Prime. I had done Jazzpunk, which is a game I had played before, but wanted to do a long play of, because I thought that would be fun. I tried to do a thing of, like, having, like, a long play video, like, once a month, because I still have a checklist on my desktop of long play games I wanted to play this year. Didn't get to. There's a couple of them in there. But we had gone through Metroid Prime for the first time. Cadence of Hyrule was a free game for a moment on NSO, and I played through it, and I loved Cadence of Hyrule, and then I played some of the DLC, and I absolutely despised the DLC. So, part of the DLC is in here, but Cadence of Hyrule by itself, really, really great game. Still more Plants vs. Zombies 2 Reflourished. I had this great idea. Was, like, randomly talking with Ray. It says Umi Blow here, but it's the same person. Was randomly talking with Ray, replied to a tweet of some kind, and through much trial and error, we got this working to be able to play Pikmin 3 Deluxe Bingo Battle online, and that was a lot of fun. That's one of my favorite videos, part 1 and part 2. Two of my favorite things I did in 2023, definitely these. That was a fun time. I want to do this again, with a different twist. Also, I played Helltaker for the first time, because this is a game that I heard a lot about over the years, and I was like, I need to play this game. This is a recorded playthrough. I didn't stream this at all, but it was a very neat game. It was not what I was expecting, but I enjoyed my time with Helltaker as well. And then the time came at the very beginning, which is to say the middle of May. The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom released after so much nothingness for years, ever since 2019. We didn't hear anything about it for so long, and then we finally got other stuff, and then we have Tears of the Kingdom. Tears of the Kingdom takes the record for the longest episodic series on my channel that is, like, numbered and is like a Let's Play series. Also, there was a new season trailer for Splatoon 3, and we got the S-Blast and the Paintbrush, and I really like Barnacle and Dime as a stage, and I really like S-Blast. I hated the fact that it had Sprinkler and Reef Slider, but now we have a better one. And with Tears of the Kingdom going around, I don't have this on a separate tab, I should have, but I had uploaded, I should have got this, here, I'm gonna try and, it's not letting me open it in a new tab. I really hope if I click this, it's not gonna... Okay, it goes back to the same page. So, I started uploading a lot of shorts again in, around the time Tears of the Kingdom was out, because I wanted to have funny moments. Like, I didn't really upload too many shorts. I had a couple things, because I was trying to experiment, because I had a Binding of Isaac short that, like, popped off. So I was trying to experiment with uploading YouTube shorts again throughout the year, and Tears of the Kingdom just had something happen here. I'm going to just do this really quickly, and this YouTube short is the only video on my channel with over 100,000 views. My reaction to Purah in Tears of the Kingdom is absolutely insane. So many people loved seeing that. And I'm genuinely curious about this. This one YouTube short gave me 178 subscribers, which is, like, genuinely insane, and I'm hoping that everyone, I don't know if some of those are dead subscribers now, or people who are still sticking around from that, But I loved just having different funny moments from the Tears of the Kingdom playthrough. There we go, it's still on the same page. Tears of the Kingdom playthrough on the channel. Because I originally was, like, against uploading YouTube Shorts because it didn't feel genuine. Like, the views and the stuff I get from that don't feel genuine. But my main goal with this entire channel and me doing all of this is that I just want to make people happy, and I like doing what I'm doing. So if people don't want to watch my regular content, if they're scrolling through and they see a funny clip of mine, maybe they'll subscribe, maybe they won't subscribe, but they'll smile and chuckle about it. And just having that, just the theoretical, making someone's day, I almost thought I misspelled that word, making someone's day a little bit better, that's what makes me happy, so I started uploading a bunch of YouTube Shorts. So we started Tears of the Kingdom, and I wanted to play some shorter games throughout the year, because I knew Tears of the Kingdom was going to be long. I didn't want that to be the only thing on the channel. So earlier in January, I believe, Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe had released, and I originally didn't want Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe to be, like, or I didn't originally want to play it because I already owned Kirby's Return to Dreamland, but Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe had some new content in it, so I did get it and did play through it. I also played through Little Gator Game for the first time. This was a very, very wholesome game. Like a 3D adventure game, like semi-inspired by Breath of the Wild, but it's really, really cute, and I loved playing through this, so there's my full playthrough Little Gator Game. And still a whole bunch of other stuff throughout the year. Even more A Hat in Time mods. I really enjoyed the Calling Sands at 3 AM saga. There was a new Pikmin 4 trailer that had released, and what I really enjoyed about the Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe playthrough is that I kind of 1000%ed this game, because not only did I go through all of Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe and all of the Magolor epilogue that game introduced, I also, if I still have it here, did I put it away? Nope, it's right here. The Kirby's 20th Anniversary Collection on the Wii had exclusive stuff related to Kirby's Return to Dreamland. It had exclusive challenge mode stages and some other stuff. So that's what this video was going through all of this on the Wii, and that was really cool. And then also, the original Wii version of Kirby's Return to Dreamland has some, like, 2 minigames, I believe, or maybe 1 minigame. I think it's 2 minigames that aren't in the Switch release. So I also played those as well for the first time. We Love Katamari released, and I love Katamari Damacy. I played Katamari Damacy Reroll when that game first released. I got it in, like, I think Christmas 2019. No, Christmas 2018, I believe. And that was a fun time, and I had always wanted to play another Katamari game because I never grew up with Katamari. So, finally getting the sequel on Switch was amazing. Fantastic video game. Still going through Tears of the Kingdom throughout the rest of May into June. And then we finish Kirby's Return to Dreamland. We have another Splatoon 3 big run. And then also, I can't believe this was this long ago. I genuinely can't. Like, this was back in June. So, a couple years ago, I had played a demo for a game called Born of Bread. It was a Paper Mario RPG, Paper Mario-inspired RPG, and there was a special demo that released. There was a Paperverse Direct, which was a fan-made Nintendo Direct-style thing of a bunch of projects that are Paper Mario-inspired. I found out about Born of Bread there. I played the demo. The devs liked my playthrough of the standalone demo. They gave me exclusive access to the actual Born of Bread demo. This was a demo that did go public, but I got to play this like 2 days earlier than many other people. So that was a lot of fun, and this was the demo to that. I can't believe this was back in June, though. Like, that doesn't even feel that long ago, but it also was an incredibly long time ago. Because this was still the beginning of Tears of the Kingdom. I didn't get to beat the first temple in Tears of the Kingdom until episode 31 of this series. Also, in a Nintendo Direct that had happened, we got the random announcement of Pikmin 1 and 2 on the Switch, which is insane. We have Pikmin 1, 2, 3, and 4 on the Switch, and that's absolutely insane. So I had done a quick look at these. I played through these on my own. I've done Pikmin 1 and 2 on this channel before. I haven't done Pikmin 2 by itself, but I did the modded Pikmin 2 series, which is still Pikmin 2. So I suggest going to watch those series. And then back again to Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope, because the last Spark Hunter DLC had released. This was a really good time. I enjoyed my playthrough of this. It just pretty much, my theory is that it was supposed to be a world in the main game because it's supposed to take place before the end of the main game, so it kind of like retcons, not retcons, but kinda. It's like set like right before the end of the game, but not really, because it's own DLC thing. Had fun returning to Sparks of Hope again. After finishing Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe, I wanted to play another shorter game that I had on my backlog, which is the Mario 3D World Switch port. I played through all of Super Mario 3D World here. I hadn't played through this game since it first came out, so it was nice to see this game again. I had watched a handful of videos and stuff, but also at the same time as... I almost forgot I was doing all this stuff at once. At the same time as I was uploading Sparks of Hope on the weekends, I was still uploading Tears of the Kingdom. I was still uploading... I started Super Mario 3D World. Yeah, I forgot I had 3 playthroughs going at the same time. Pikmin 4 had finally released after 10 years. It was like 10 years and 3 days or something like that. 10 years and 8 days. Pikmin 4 had finally released, but not actually, because this was the demo. That's right, this was the demo to Pikmin 4. So, that's why this stuff was going up at the same time. They released a demo of Pikmin 4 like a week or two, a couple weeks earlier than the game. So episode 1, 2, and 3 of Pikmin 4 were all the demo. So I had that. I played even more Hat in Time mods for the summertime. Still going through Tears of the Kingdom and finishing the Sparks of Hope DLC Part 2. And 3D World is still going throughout July now. I got 999 on Sakai Station. In July, I played through One Shot for the first time. Which I also highly recommend this game on top of Omori as well. This game is fantastic. I had heard a lot about it over the years because my friend Kobayashi, who recommended me Omori, is also a massive super fan of One Shot as well. So I wanted to play this too, and I finally got around to playing One Shot, and oh my god, this game is also incredible. By the end, or by the middle of July, we are at episode 48 or 45 of Tears of the Kingdom, and we're still going through. I also had finally got my Scott the Woz Presents the Return of the Mysterious Game of Crypticism. I have it over there. You can't see it, but it's on a whole pile of stuff. That was a fun unboxing to do. And then we finished Mario 3D World with more Mario Kart 8 DLC coming out and more Splatoon 3 stuff. And then I finally played through Super Mario 3D World's Bowser's Fury mode for the very first time, because I had stayed completely spoiler-free on this for a couple years, till I finally played it myself. And then still going through Tears of the Kingdom, and then Pikmin 4 finally officially releases, and episode 4 of Pikmin 4 comes out, as like the first time the game's actually out. I had done a Colossal Caverns run again for the first time in a while. I played this before, I think this is the day before Pikmin 4 officially released, but I uploaded it on the weekend, so it actually comes after Pikmin 4 Episode 4. And Pikmin 4 was another incredible game, and I still genuinely enjoyed my time. Now we're going into August with more Pikmin 4, and we're still going with Tears of the Kingdom. This game came out in May, it's now August, and I'm at we're in the 60s of the episodes, and getting through all of this stuff. And this video did surprisingly well. I'm genuinely surprised about this. There was a Pikmin-themed Minecraft resource pack that I was following the development of for a while, and it came out, and I did a video on it by going to my old stream world that I streamed. I didn't do anything with that footage of that world, but I streamed it, and checked out a whole bunch of other stuff. Like, this video, I think is the most popular video, like, regular video on my channel this past year. I'm happy that people enjoyed it, so more people got to see that resource pack. And still going. We had the next season for Splatoon 3, and we had the trailer for that. It actually is going a lot faster than I thought, because what's happening here is that it's so much Tears of the Kingdom that you don't need to see me talk about each individual episode of Tears of the Kingdom here. You can go watch the playthrough yourself. This was the time I actually officially finally got top 500 in Splatoon 3, so I got the badges and stuff from that. This video I could actually probably delete now. I deleted the YouTube short. I think I could probably delete this now because it's not important. I'll at least unlist it. I don't need it here anymore. Middle of August, I played through Viewfinder for the first time. Viewfinder is a game that is like Portal, so if you like Portal, you should 100% play this game. I found out about this just as like a random Twitter clip of the game being developed like a couple years ago, and then it finally came out. It took me a while to get to it after its release, but Viewfinder is an incredible game. One of my favorite games I played through in 2023 for the Long Play series. It was so incredible with the way it uses the camera to, like the in-game camera to like take pictures and manipulate the environment. And we're still going through Tears of the Kingdom, and then we get to pretty much the end of Pikmin 4 with the Dandori stuff at the end, and then the bonus episodes I did. I still really want to make a video, like kind of half video essay, half rambling video, because I listen to a lot of that stuff while I'm working, about Pikmin 4 and my thoughts on it. I have like the idea for the title of it, but as just a thing that I want to say about Pikmin 4 now is that it's incredible that this game finally released, and I recently played more of it again a few days ago, because I hadn't in a while, and it still holds up a few months later. It's still so much fun to play. But it's the things that everyone talks about, which is the controls of the auto lock, and stuff like that, that bogs the game down a little bit. It's mostly like the auto lock and the lack of like music in the game. Like, I always think of like these beautiful compositions and like the weird stuff that happens in the caves in Pikmin 2. And this game has a decent soundtrack, but like I can remember so many different songs from Pikmin 1, 2, and 3. Even some of the cave music from Pikmin 2 I can remember. Mostly like Railroad Room, Mystic Marsh, Dweevil's Dugout. Those are all unofficial names, but like I love those songs. And Pikmin 4 just has ambience in most of the caves, and it's such a massive disappointment to me. But I will eventually, when I have the time and when I really want to make it, would like to make a video like talking like in depth about Pikmin 4 and my history with Pikmin and a whole bunch of other stuff. And then once again in September, we returned to Sparks of Hope one last time for the Phantom Show, and I got to see Rayman in action, which is the first time I've ever played something related to Rayman, and I would love to play a Rayman game at some point in the future. I don't know when. There was a random update to Here Comes Nico that I played through. But Sparks of Hope, the Phantom Show, amazing stuff for more Sparks of Hope content. And still going through Tears of the Kingdom. And then the freaking massive Nintendo Direct we had in September that announced more side order information, and the freaking Paper Mario 1000-Year Door remake that I still can't believe is a real thing. And we had the 1-year anniversary of Splatoon 3 in September, and some other How I Play stuff. F-Zero 99 was a random thing that came out. I think I just looked at something wrong. I definitely looked at something wrong. Ignore me. I definitely 100% looked at something wrong. So we finished the Sparks of Hope DLC, so we have the true end to Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope. That series is now officially done. Yeah, I definitely just mislooked at something. I was looking at this and thought it was Indigo Disc. It's not. It's Teal Mask. So Pokemon Violet officially had its first DLC release in September. The Teal Mask DLC on Kitakami. I really enjoyed my time on Kitakami and playing more Pokemon Violet again, despite the issues that the game still has. But I even talk about the Pikmin 4 video I wanted to make in this video specifically. But seeing the storyline with Kieran and Carmine unfold, and the whole Blood Moon Beast storyline was incredibly interesting. Then we hit episode 100 of Tears of the Kingdom at the end of September, and it's still not done. So I had a thing leading up to Super Mario Bros. Wonder that was released, or that was like announced in a Nintendo Direct throughout this past year. And I got an idea. I was listening to a Scott the Woz video on Scott Stash while I was at work. It was a video with him and Ant Dude ranking all of the Mario games. And I got to thinking, I want to replay some Mario games before Super Mario Bros. Wonder comes out. So I played through Super Mario World. I love Super Mario World, one of my favorite games of all time. Highly recommend watching this. 1 week. And then we finally get to episode 105 of Tears of the Kingdom. The game is officially over from... I want to look it up. I think I said it in the video itself, but, like, I uploaded this later. So, if I go to a calculator... Or not even a calculator, I'm just going to Google it. How many days between May 13th and October... I can't spell October 6th. 146 days I spent playing this game on and off, doing all of these episodes. That lasted nearly like 5 months this game took to complete. And I did a bonus Pikmin 4 video here. It's not labeled as like a thing. I just wanted to complete more Dandori stuff. So I did Super Mario World, and I was going to play through New Super Mario Bros., but I got exclusive permission from the creator of this mod that I've been following development of. It's not out yet at the time of this video still. The New Super Spampton. It is a mod for New Super Mario Bros. That replaces the music with Deltarune music, covers in the New Super Mario Bros. Sound font, replaces Spampton, or replaces Mario with Spampton, and it was hilarious. So, this is all bookended together. I started with Metroid Prime, and then 5 months later, I finally do Metroid Prime 2 because Tears of the Kingdom is done, plus the other series that I was doing. So I finally played through Metroid Prime 2 blind in October. And this is another game I genuinely enjoyed my time with. Also, Default Dan was a very fun game to play through. I actually still, a couple months later, look back on my playthrough of Metroid Prime 2 very fondly. Out of Metroid Prime 1 and 2, I like Metroid Prime 2 a lot more, and I also listened to a handful of, like, video essays about Metroid Prime 2 that caught my interest, and I have a lot more respect for this game than I did when I was playing it. That doesn't stop the fact that this game still has the Metroid thing of me getting aggravated a lot. And then Super Mario Bros. Wonder had finally come out. Amazing 2D Mario game. Definitely my favorite 2D Mario game now. Super Mario World was my favorite 2D Mario game, and then this just immediately takes the cake. Super Mario Bros. Wonder, fantastic. For Halloween this past year, I played Yume Nikki for the first time, which is a game that went on to inspire so many other different things. Probably Undertale, probably One Shot, definitely Omori. So many other things. It's kind of like the origin point of so many of these other indie games that I've played. I really wanted to play through Yume Nikki. It was creepy, it was interesting, and I had fun with it. Halloween, Splatoween, going through the end of Metroid Prime 2, and going through Super Mario Bros. Wonder into November. Still going with Super Mario Bros. Wonder until the middle of November. I did this fun Mario Maker video. I had this idea from a Simple Flips video of him clearing uncleared Mario Maker 1 levels. There's like a whole Discord server and a spreadsheet of like a whole bunch of uncleared levels. I had a lot of fun doing this. This is like 4 hours of footage condensed into an hour and a half. So I highly recommend watching that too, alongside everything else I did with more PvZ2 Reflourished. I played PvZ2 Requiem as another Plants vs. Zombies 2 mod near the end of the year, with even more Splatoon 3 stuff sprinkled in. And I had a plan for this for a while, and I never got around to doing it until recently, which is replaying Ribbit, which is a game I played a couple years ago, which is a Deltarune mod that is fantastic, and it got updated like earlier in 2023, and I really wanted to re-experience this, so I finally played through Ribbit again. And also, the Super Mario RPG remake had recently released at the end of November. And Mario RPG, I mentioned in this playthrough, I had not played in like 15 years. And it was incredible to play through this game again. This game, even if it's just the original still holds up. But this remake is so much fun and brings out so much of the charm that Super Mario RPG already had. The whole bringing back Splashdown in Splatoon 3 thing happened. I still don't know why they did that, but I popped off about it anyway. That video did pretty well. Returning to Reflourished. And then we are already in December with the new Splatoon 3 season again. And then I played the Violence route to Ribbit, and we officially finished that. And then we had another big run introducing Megalodontia, and I missed it over here. Right here, I had finally hit 2,000 subscribers on YouTube. It was a goal of mine to want to hit 2,000 subscribers on YouTube in 2023, and I'm so happy we accomplished that. Once again, I thank you all for watching all of this stuff and listening to me ramble and play these games, because I have so much fun doing it, and if you smile, that makes me happy. Even if there's just one view on any video that I make, if it's still one view and one person watches the video and they have a good time, that still makes me happy. That's what I do this stuff for. So yeah, we hit 2,000 subscribers, and I'm still super happy about that. And I had a idea spontaneously in my head, and I spent like 3.5 hours making this Splatoon 3 montage video with Blaster, because I had gotten I had a lot of fun starting to main Blaster and more ranged Blaster in Splatoon 3 with the funny clown gear that I had. So I spent like 3.5 hours making this video, and then I was like, you know what, I don't want to release it on the weekend, I want to release it right now. So I uploaded this video at like 5:30 in the morning. And then finally, while we're doing Mario RPG, Born of Bread officially releases at the beginning of December, and we are still playing through it now. I am recording this before I am going to stream what may be the final stream. I don't know if it's the final stream of Born of Bread, but this game has also been fantastic, and after so many years of waiting, 7, nearly 8 years of waiting, Undertale Yellow officially releases, which is an Undertale fan game. It's an unofficial prequel that takes place before Frisk falls into the underground, that you play as the Yellow Soul. They named him Clover, and this game is so incredible. It's free. I highly recommend you download it and play it for yourself. And Mario RPG was a lot shorter than I remembered it being, even though I knew it was short, so we finished Super Mario RPG, and we started Born of Bread. And we're going through Undertale Yellow throughout December. And then, middle of December, Pokemon Violet comes back again with the Indigo Disc. So we played the second DLC for Pokemon Violet. And that is where we are today. We are at the end of December. Continuing through Born of Bread, uploading the final part to Undertale Yellow Pacifist. And right here, December 27th is my birthday. I uploaded this. I did a massive stream on my birthday playing through Delta Traveler Section 3, which was announced in Under Event, which is right here. I recorded this. I couldn't stream this because I was going on my break for Christmas. So I recorded that. And that right there is... This is being uploaded later because... Again, I'm recording this before this goes out, but you will be seeing this yesterday, my Delta Traveler Section 3 playthrough, and that is all of 2023. I have one other thing here, which is Born of Bread Episode 18, which is scheduled for January 1st, and also another thing that I made, it was on screen for a moment, so you could probably rewind, but I don't want to spoil it if you haven't heard it yet. This will be going out pretty much, yeah, later today, because I'm uploading this January 1st. So, yeah, Born of Bread Episode 18, but I don't want to spoil, you know, I should get that off screen so you don't see more of the thumbnail. You already saw it. Oop, shit. Fuck. I don't want to spoil what that is. But I had a really, really funny idea after playing some of the late game stuff in Born of Bread, and I made a video that I'm very proud of. So you'll be seeing Born of Bread episode 18 later today, and then an hour and a half afterward, that will be uploaded. I don't know if there's going to be a Pokemon video today, but you'll at least get that, and it's going to be hilarious. So, oh my god, I don't know how long I've been recording for. 50 minutes! I look at my timer, and it's 50 minutes. Alright, well, that's 2023. That is everything I did in 2023, and oh my god, we played so many things this year. 2023 was just a massive year full of so many different things, and there's so many games I wanted to get to this past year, and I didn't get to them. So, let's go to full cam here, and you get to see my full face again. I have been talking for so long, and I need a drink. I'm on an empty stomach, so like trying to swallow water on an empty stomach feels wrong. So, that was 2023. In 2024, there is many, many more things that I want to be doing throughout this year. And I would like to get to a lot of other stuff that I did not get to in 2023. Off the top of my head, back in January of this past year, pretty much right at the time I told my story about going to Texas and meeting Gamma for a few days, Pizza Tower released. But not only did Pizza Tower release, a fan game started blowing up called Pokemon Infinite Fusion. And I wanted to play through Pokemon Infinite Fusion over the summer, but obviously Tears of the Kingdom took that over, along with all the other stuff I played during the summer. So I did not get to play Pokemon Infinite Fusion. I have seen several playthroughs of the game already, but like part of the fun is seeing all of the fusions that are in that game. I've seen some YouTube shorts about other fusions and stuff, but there's probably like thousands and thousands of things that I haven't seen before, and I have seen some of the plot, pretty much like the climax of the plot too, but like I still want to play through it anyway. So at some point, I would finally like to play Pokemon Infinite Fusion. I don't know when that's going to be. Even though this is like January now, we're still playing through the end of Born of Bread, so I have a little bit of time to think about what I want to do next, but at some point, these are the other games I want to do. So, Pokemon Infinite Fusion is something I want to do. Princess Peach Showtime comes out in March, I believe, if I remember correctly. Splatoon 3 Side Order is obviously guaranteed. Splatoon 3 Side Order should be coming out next season. I believe the estimate is like April or something. April or May-ish. Should probably be Splatoon 3 Side Order releasing. A game called Live Alive, which I've had on my docket for stuff I wanted to play for like 2 years straight. I haven't gotten to Live Alive yet. That is another Super Nintendo RPG thing that got remade recently, a few years ago. At this point, I'm still not spoiling the game, but I wanted to play through it this past year. Too many things on the plate, because it was just playthrough after playthrough after playthrough after playthrough once Tears of the Kingdom came out. So I just was prioritizing a lot of the stuff that was coming out that was new, and the DLC for other games, like Pokemon and Sparks of Hope, and all that other stuff. So yeah, Live Alive. Recently, I don't know if I'm going to do this at all, but I bought this recently. Wherever it is. This. So, a few years ago, Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity released. I didn't really do much with that footage, but I loved that game. I 100%ed that game, and I even played the DLC eventually. I think I have videos maybe on the DLC, but I definitely uploaded a video on the ending. I recently purchased Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition because, believe it or not, I wanted to play this game a few years ago, but then Age of Calamity was announced. I also wanted to play through Paper Mario Color Splash, but then Origami King got announced. I probably won't play through Color Splash, though. That's not happening this year. I just wanted to say that. But I bought Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition because I really want to play this, but I also just did an 105-episode playthrough of Tears of the Kingdom, so I don't know if I want to do more Zelda, but there's so much stuff in this game that I've never seen. I haven't played through Hyrule Warriors since it first came out. I don't own the Wii U version anymore. And there was the 3DS version that had new content that I never got to experience, and there's even more content in this that I never got to experience. So, eventually, I don't know if it's this year, I have that. What else do I have here? It might just be those 2 games in my Switch library. Oh, I have this too. This came out because we played Bayonetta 3 at the end of 2022, and then a few months later, Bayonetta Origins, Cereza and the Lost Demon released. I bought this. This was like a $60 game at the time, and I didn't want to buy this game full price because I didn't know when I was going to play it. I found a deal at some point to buy this for $30, so I do have Cereza and the Lost Demon. Maybe we'll get to that. That's another thing here. Let's see, because I think I've played through a lot of the other stuff that I have here. Just taking another look, and I'm saying words, so I'm stalling for time. Mostly just, again, Live Alive. I still really need to play this. I want to so badly. I know it's not even that long of a game, probably the same length as, like, Mario RPG. So eventually I'll get to that. But I think that's everything else in my Switch library. In terms of stuff that I want to play. So there's all that stuff. I can check Steam, because there's definitely stuff on Steam. I don't know. Yes, Yooka-Laylee. I want to play through Yooka-Laylee, possibly this year. It is the spiritual successor to Banjo-Kazooie. I know it didn't get a lot of great reception when it first released, but I've never played it, and I haven't seen anyone play it in years, so I don't even know how to judge it, but playing another 3D Collectathon platformer again might be a fun time. I also own Impossible Lair, which is like a Donkey Kong Country-inspired game. I've never even seen that game, but I have that, so those are 2 other games that I want to do. Again, looking through some other stuff. At the moment, it might just be that in my library. Obviously, Half-Life as well. I got Half-Life years ago. I've never played Half-Life before. I own Half-Life 1 and 2, and some other stuff here. I don't know if those will be long play videos or not. But it's those for the most part. So that's like a selection. Oh, there was an update to Abomination that came out in 2023 that I never got to play, so I should play Abomination again. And then there's also the other stuff that we know that's coming out this year. The Paper Mario Thousand Year Door remake is an obvious thing. That's gonna be streamed day 1, still playing through that. And there's definitely other things that I want to play that I can't think of, and there will probably be things that are gonna release throughout the year that I also want to play when we find out about them from other Nintendo Directs. It is highly likely that Deltarune Chapters 3 and 4 release this year, because Toby Fox changed his plan. He was going to release 3, 4, and 5 at once, but now he's going to do 3 and 4 at once. So he said that Chapter 3 is already completely finished, and they're working on Chapter 4, so it may be possible by the end of this year we might be able to play Deltarune Chapter 3 and 4, which would be insane. I still need to do the I want to play the neutral ending route and the No Mercy Genocide route to Undertale Yellow. I need to do the Genocide route to Delta Traveler Section 3. There's other things that are coming out soon, like Team Switch Underswap Part 2 thing for that update. So there is a lot of things that you can look forward to in 2024 that I will be playing. And again, there might be things that I'm also just forgetting, or I'll have other ideas throughout the year, but that's the general, outline of things that I do want to play this year. Will I play them this year? We gotta find out. I also want to, pull up something, because I like to keep track of these stats, and I didn't do that, because I didn't look at my previous year. I don't know if I ever had this on screen. I'd probably have to re-watch the video itself. But I wanted to have, a recap of, all of my, where I started subscriber-wise. There it is. So I ended... Wow, that's crazy. I ended 2022 going into 2023 with exactly 1,450 subscribers on the channel. And I had really wanted to hit 2,000 subscribers at some point in 2023. We are now, I will even show it on screen because I did it before, so that way it's easy for me to look back at it. Currently, the channel, I now need to grab this. Channel is at 2,025. It was at 2,030 a few days ago. I recently uploaded some new YouTube shorts because I hadn't uploaded shorts in a while, and a bunch of people subscribed from the shorts and then they unsubscribed, which is fine. Sometimes people will like pulse, or like, yeah, I think it's that, like, pulse buy stuff, so they would, like, pulse, like, subscribe to the channel. So, if you don't want to watch, that's completely fine. For people who do want to watch, that's why they're subscribed. This has been one of my favorite years for doing content on this channel. This has been an incredible year for just so many amazing gaming experiences. Tears of the Kingdom is my game of the year for 2023. You might think it's Pikmin 4 after waiting for such a long time, but I could not stop playing Tears of the Kingdom to the point where when I finished Tears of the Kingdom, I wanted to play more Tears of the Kingdom. I didn't. I do have the Link and Zelda amiibo. They're on the other side of the room. Can I reach them from here? I don't want to take off my headset. Oh god, I bumped the arrow spray. You don't want to bump the arrow spray because it'll fall. I can just barely grab them without taking my headphones off. Yeah, I have the Link and Zelda amiibo, and that's something else I might want to do in 2024, is that I said I did want to return to Tears of the Kingdom again to do Korok hunting and find all the other bosses and stuff and explore more of the world, because I did technically 100% the game. I did every side quest and every shrine and all that other stuff. I have a list of everything in like the playlist. If you go to like the playlist description for Tears of the Kingdom, you can see what I did there. But I wanted to like use these in the game alongside, because I was doing this throughout the playthrough, my whole amiibo tags here I still have. But I wanted to, you know, scan these and do more Tears of the Kingdom, and then I didn't get around to it because I was still busy. I was incredibly busy with work and other things in November and December, so I didn't get around to doing that. So, that's another thing. Looking at the amiibo made me lose my train of thought. Subscribers. Absolutely massive year. This is, again, one of my favorite years for doing content on this channel. There's been so many amazing gaming experiences that I've had with Pikmin 269 and its hilarity, and Tears of the Kingdom, and actual Pikmin 4, and Mario Wonder, and everything else I did in between. It's just great, and it's pretty much all thanks to Tears of the Kingdom that I hit 2,000 subscribers this year. If Tears of the Kingdom didn't happen, I don't think I would have, because of that Purah short. That short that I uploaded of just my reaction to Purah, and that short is, like, broken. I accidentally had an editing error where some parts of the short are louder than others, so it's me talking really quietly, and then when I see Robbie, I scream Robbie, but it's, like, louder than it's supposed to be, and 100,000 people saw that, or watched it over and over again, and saw that. So, I am so thankful to everyone who gave me a chance this year, whether it be from finding me from any of my other Let's Plays or my YouTube shorts. I need to do more YouTube shorts, but, like, still, genuinely, again, thank you. I am just so happy. Like, this is everything I want to do. And this also has been 5 years. I've been doing this for 5 years. January 2019. Like, early January 2019, Steven Universe Save the Light Episode 1 went out. It was my first official year of attempting to do content. It's been 5 years now, and I'm having the time of my life. We've gone through many ups and many downs, and many ups and many downs in my personal life as well, but we're all changing and growing as people, and I'm 24 now. I started doing this when I was 19. And all this stuff, I can still look back at all these videos and see everything that I did and how I felt about it all. But, like, it's just like that. Like, it's just happening so fast. I know there's some people who would do, like, 5 years on YouTube and then, like, retire, but I don't want to stop. I never want to stop doing this. I have so many plans for other things I want to do with new games and old games and playing through old things that are nostalgic to me. I can probably think of something, but I'm not going to spoil if I do play another old nostalgia game, aside from Thousand Year Door, which is guaranteed because of the remake. But I know I talk a lot, and I talk maybe too much, because these videos keep getting longer and longer. What am I at now? An hour 5? Hey, if I stop now, it'll be shorter than last year's video. But genuinely, one more time, even though I'll say it multiple more times, just thank you for giving me a chance and watching and all that stuff. And I have so many things that I want to do throughout the next year, and it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. 2024 is gonna be a lot of fun, and I think that is it as a recap. Thank you so much for listening to me ramble about what I plan on doing this next year and talking about everything that I did in this past year. I guess also for soon, we're finishing Born of Bread, and we're finishing Pokemon Violet the Indigo Disc, so as soon as I am around to finishing both of those completely, I will think about what I want to do next as the next game on the channel. I also need to return to Plants vs. Zombies 2 mods. There was some stuff in Altverse that came out last year that I never got to play. I'm like halfway through Requiem, and I never got to finish that yet, and there's also other stuff in Reflourish that got added that I hadn't played yet. So eventually I will get to all that too. So that's the plan. That's what I'm doing. If you are not already subscribed to the YouTube channel and you've watched this video all the way through, what's wrong with you? You should probably subscribe if you like listening to me speak this long. You should probably subscribe. Go check out all the other playthroughs I've done on this channel, not just the one stuff in 2023, but also the stuff in all the other years, 2022, 2021, 2020, and 2019. They all have stuff that are some of my favorite things I've ever done. So go back and look at it all, if you haven't already. And even if you have, watch them again. I stream almost every single day at twitch.tv/Pokéball35, link in the description down below. I still plan on streaming a lot on Twitch, because that's what I do. I stream everything that I do first, for the most part, and then I upload it in edited videos on YouTube. If you're new and don't know that I do that, that's what I do. I do eventually maybe want to stream more on YouTube again, because they recently changed some stuff on Twitch, so that you can now, like, multi-stream, so I'm seeing people like that RCP2 dude, and, like, the 8-Bit Drummer. They're streaming on both YouTube and Twitch at the same time. I don't have the setup for that, so I don't know if I would do that. But maybe I'll stream more on YouTube than just Nintendo Directs. I don't know. As one last thing, I don't know when this is going to happen. I will say it in this video now, at the very end here. I don't know how much longer you're going to be seeing this room. Because there's been talks in my family for a while, the last maybe like 6 months, of moving. I have lived in New Jersey all of my life, and one of my aunts lives in Virginia, and she had a baby a couple years ago. She just recently turned 2, I believe, and they're both very busy people. One of my aunts is a doctor that literally, like, delivers babies and is a doctor, and the other one is, like, an Air Force pilot. And that Air Force pilot uncle, yeah, the Air Force pilot uncle, I didn't mention uncle, but uncle, is now, like, graduating law school, so he's being, like, a lawyer, and I think my aunt is still, a doctor, but she's planning on doing something else, but, like, long story short, they need other people to, like, take care of the baby, so we were planning on moving to Virginia to, like, be under one house with myself, my mom, my stepdad, and my brother, who I don't mention because he's, like, 14 years older than me, and he does his own thing. But I do have a brother. So we'd all move into one house, in Virginia, and also, like, be close to my family. So I've lived in New Jersey all my life. That would be a completely different experience, living in a completely different state. So I don't know when that's gonna happen, but it's being talked about. So enjoy this setup while it's still here, because I have so many memories in this house and in this room, with everything that I've updated. If you go back and watch my content when I first started using Facecam was Pikmin 251. The room was super dark. Like, it was like I didn't have this side light at all. I never had this light turned on. And like, it was kind of like this, but like even darker than this. And the lighting wasn't good, and my Facecam, I still use the same camera, but like I didn't give a damn about my hair. Thought my hair was a mess. And we've come so far. I'm done talking now. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for following. Thank you for doing all these other things throughout the years. And we have many more things to do in 2024. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in whatever comes next.